Thank you, Bonnie, and good morning, everybody. On behalf of SASCI, welcome to the first WIL Africa Conference. It's great to see that this place is packed. And I'm going to come back to us. As was mentioned, this is the first one. This will become an annual conference, probably at a different part of the year. But again, to all of you, welcome. I am going to just recognize a few people, though. First, Dr. Sampansila Panad from Thailand, who's joined us, our keynote, and his lovely wife, Nana, who's joined us as well. Thank you. There's Mr. Jaco van Schoor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor at UJ Finance. And Professor Marcus Ramukale, the DVC from MUT, who will be leading the panel later on. We also have several CEOs of CETAs here. One that I recognize straight away is Aisha from Cheetah. I'm not sure if the others are here yet, but they will be joining us. And other honored guests here, we have, I think there's Dr. van Staden, the Chief Director from Rural Development, who will be presenting later. Thank you. There's various rectors and principals from colleges as well, and you're most welcome to join us as well. And several people from industry as well. And to all of you, very big welcome to this, as I said, the first of the WIL Africa. Many years back, there was another meeting in this very venue with SASCI at that time. There were 20 people sitting in here and there were only 2 industry reps, because it was, SASCI at that time was mostly a technicon body. It shows how we've changed. We have public and private institutions, we have CETAs, we have the NSA, and I must also welcome all the members of the board of the NSA who joined us as well. Remember, this conference is being held in collaboration with the NSA. So we thank you for your support, the National Skills Authority, thank you, and all the members that are here as well. So as I was saying, you know, it is the changing face of SASCI, and it is got to where, or it's moving towards the direction we'd like to see it go, where WIL Cooperative Education is a partnership between industry, the institutions, and of course with the students being the beneficiaries. So we want all those partners here. There are several students with us. There are also some of them who are graduates of WIL, and they will be talking as well about their experiences. And this conference comes at an extremely important time. When we are planning it, I mean, all of you know we gave very short notice. We decided to go on with it because of the significance of WIL at this stage. One is that the Department of Higher Education and Training is crafting a WIL policy framework. And we thought that all of us needed input because, in our opinion, they're not consulting enough. So this is one of the places we hope to make input. The other important event is that some of the UOTs are planning to drop WIL in their new qualifications. And I think we need to also have some input on that. So we hope maybe by the end of the conference that there could be some resolutions taken that we could forward to DHET. We're going to discuss the WIL framework. We're also going to look at the new CETA landscape. Those documents, by the way, will be outside in the foyer. You can pick them up as well later on. So you have a chance to look at them before we discuss them. Apart from that, there will also be copies of the African Journal for Work-Based Learning, of which our conference organizer, Rolin, who's stepped out again, is the editor. We're now running that for 2 years. Next year, we will have that accredited as well. So it's an important. So there's been a lot of different things that have been happening in the WIL landscape, and this is why we felt we needed to go on with this conference. We needed to showcase some of the best models of practice, the best practice models rather, and how we could learn from there. And the turnout has surprised us. When we planned it, we said if we get 100 people, we'll be fine. Last Wednesday, we thought we had 150. It's now gone on to nearly 190, which really bodes well for us and the support of WIL. What we're planning to achieve is to start the WIL movement. Right? We've had the fees must fall. Now it's the WIL movement that must rise. And we need to do that. If we want to make sure that our graduates are employable, WIL is a key factor. You see around the world, more and more universities are adopting WIL. So it's actually strange that some of our institutions here want to drop WIL. So we hope that this WIL movement takes off from here and continues to get the support, not just here, in all of Africa. And amongst our African partners, we have people from Namibia that are here. Martin is here from Namibia, and of course all of you know Kava, who will join us as well. But we also have Rita from Ghana, who's here. Rita is here somewhere? Yeah. So WIL is spreading. So in years to come, maybe we're actually going to host WIL Africa in other African countries as well. So with those few words, I'd like to again say welcome. I want to comment here before we get to the panel. EXA has decided not to participate in the panel. And those of you who are from the UOTs know that EXA is part of the movement that's trying to drop the WIL at UOTs in engineering anyway. And they've decided not to participate, but the panel will go on and hopefully we'll get. So again, to all of you, welcome. This conference is also about networking, so there is time in between for you to network, to set up joint projects, research, or whatever else. And you'll also know in the program that we actually haven't commissioned any research papers as such. We are looking at discussion papers. So we hope that all of these will be run in the form of workshops that you discuss, you make input, and as I said, maybe at the end of it we can take together some recommendations to DHET. With that, have a great conference, and thank you for being here.
The University of Johannesburg. Rethink, reinvent.